Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke 1665 giving you back with my predictions video. Before we start with the predictions and winners for week 2, and then we jump to week 3, we're gonna do the injury report for every team real quick, and then we're gonna jump straight in to your scores and week 2 winners, and then we're gonna give the predictions for week 3. First of all, Rondale Moore is questionable. James Conner is questionable. Uh, that's the latest news at this time. There's a lot of IR reserves on for the Falcons, but we're just gonna go based off questionable guys. Devin Duvernay has a concussion. He's questionable for week 3. J.K. Dobbins, Travis Jones, James Porch, Brandon Steffens, and Ronnie Stanley are all questionable. Bills, Micah Hyde, questionable. Matt Milano, questionable. Jordan Phillips, questionable. Gabe Davis, Ed Oliver, Tim Settle, and Dane Jackson are all questionable for week 3. Brandon Smith and Dante Jackson are questionable for week 3. Bears, Alex Leatherwood's out with illness. Velus Jones Jr. and then whatever is questionable. We'll just go by the key guys. Myles Garrett is questionable apparently. Chris Hubbard, Jack Conklin, Joel Benito, and Harrison Bryant and Chase. These two ended up on IR, so they are gonna miss some time. Dalton Schultz is questionable, dude. He's my fantasy guy. Michael Gallup's questionable. Okay, so Dak Prescott. We thought he was gone for like 6 to 8 weeks, but now he might be coming back as early as week 4 or 5 now. Jeez, dude, I don't know if that's a good idea. Broncos, Jerry Jeudy, Pat Surtain, and KJ Hamler are all questionable. Lions, Frank Ragnow is questionable. Packers, David Bakhtiari is questionable. Texans, not really nobody that I really knew at the time. And if I knew somebody that I don't mention, they're either out or on IR. Colts, Alec Pierce is questionable, and Michael Pittman and Shaq Leonard are all questionable. Can Shaq Leonard finally play? We do not know yet. Jaguars, we're good on that. Harrison Butker, McCole Hardman are all questionable. Trent McDuffie's on IR. Denzel Perriman, Brandon Bolden, Hunter Renfrow are all questionable. Donald Parham, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Corey Linsley's all questionable. Justin Herbert does not have an update yet with his rib cartilage injury from Thursday. Troy Hill's on IR. Okay, so Van Jefferson, questionable, and then the rest are like either are nobody that I really know, or if they're on IR or out. Dolphins, Cedric Wilson's questionable. Vikings, Harrison Smith, questionable. Patriots, Kyle Duggar's questionable. Saints, Alvin Kamara, Marcus May, both questionable, and Traquan Smith. Giants, Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau are all questionable for week number 3. CJ Uzama's questionable. Quentin Williams questionable. Zach Wilson's not going to be available for the Bengals, so he'll probably. I heard that he's coming back week 4 earliest, but I don't know. We knew he wasn't going to play against the Bengals. Derek Barnett, Eagles don't have anybody questionable. Steelers do not have anybody questionable. 49ers, George Kittle's the main concern. He is questionable. And also, Trey Lance is done for the season. He has a season-ending ankle injury with his fibula and ligament. Huge blow for the 49ers. They had Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't think Lance was ready to start anyways, in my opinion. Seahawks, Justin Coleman, Shelby Harris, a few others are questionable. Tampa Bay, Akeem Hicks is not going to play. Donovan Smith, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, and Giovanni Bernard are all questionable. Tennessee Titans, Bud Dupree, Kristen Fulton, Dontrell Hillard, and Taylor Lewan are all questionable. I think Lewan might be down for a bit. I don't know. And then the Commanders, uh, Kermit Cole is Curl is questionable. Chase Young, we do not have an update. I don't know when he's coming back. Probably like later this season. And let's get into this predictions now. So as you know, I sold a lot of games this week. So those are your updated scores. Let me change it to your winners are the Chiefs won, the Patriots won, the Jaguars remain. The Jaguars won, Jets won, Dolphins won, Broncos and Bills won, Cowboys won, Cardinals won, Bucks won, Giants won, Lions won, Rams won, 49ers won, Packers won, and the Eagles won. Okay, so the next, let's go to week 3 now. Man, we have a good slate of games this week. We have some good games that will be interesting, like the Steelers-Browns game. You got the... I mean, I don't think it'll be interesting, but it'll probably be a little fun. Chiefs Colts probably gonna be a shootout a little bit. The big game of the week is probably gonna be the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, or the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There are some good slate of matchups this week, like the Bills Dolphins, Chiefs Colts should be interesting. Raiders Titans, Saints Panthers. We have to go play the Saints. For the Panthers, we are 0-2. Man, the Falcons are winless at this time. Jeez. And then Rams go play Arizona. The 49ers are going to play Denver. Jeez. This should be an interesting week. So we're going to start off with the games now. Our first game of the week is none other than Steelers and the Browns. This one's going to be a pretty boring game, in my opinion. I think the Steelers' defense is going to make some plays, and the Browns' offenses are going to indeed struggle. This is basically going to be a defensive game, but there will be points scored, obviously. So, based off my prediction in this one, I will be going with the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. I think their defense is going to shine, and it's going to have a massive game, and it will go bring the Steelers to 2-1. Maybe Najee Harris can make some plays, and Mitch Trubisky can step up because he does not have much time left as a starting quarterback. He needs to wake up before, if he struggles, he's going to hand the ball to Kenny Pickett. But I do have the Steelers winning this one. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a close game. But I think the Steelers are just going to have enough to get it done. The score will be 21-17 Steelers. Next matchup, we have the Raiders versus the Tennessee Titans. Man, these two teams are 0-2. You guys got to wake up while you can, because one of you is going to get your first win of the season. We know that. And the other team will remain winless. You guys have to wake up and find a way to win while you can. Because if you lose this game, your season's over probably. You have to solve the way and find a way to win. Because it's not going to be very long that you guys are not going to get out of the playoffs. I mean, there's still a lot of time, but it's very less likely that you'll be in the playoffs. We don't know what's going to happen, but I think Derek Carr and Devontae Adams will find a way to get their first win of the season. Tennessee Titans, you guys are in big trouble. I think you guys should start Malik now, like very soon. I don't think Ryan Tannehill's the answer. Derrick Henry's been struggling the first 2 weeks. Can he finally wake up, or are we still going to have issues with him? We do not know at this time, but honestly, hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna change the score prediction for one of the games. I think it'll be. What was I gonna say? 24. Okay, that's it's not for the. I was talking about for the Charger game. Because it might be a huge. Alright, that's what I'm saying. You two gotta figure out to find a way to win because you guys are in big trouble if you can't find a way to win. I think the win will go to the Las Vegas Raiders for a few reasons. One, the offense is finally gonna wake up and show their true potential for the upcoming season. I think Derrick Henry's gonna have a solid game, but he needs to wake up for right now because they're gonna need him for the long run this season. Honestly, I think the score for the Raider game, it's going to be a close one. I think the Raiders will just have enough to win the game. The score for the Raiders-Titans game will be 27-24 Las Vegas Raiders. Next game we have is the Baltimore Ravens versus the New England Patriots. These two teams are 1-1. I think they're going to come out pretty strong. The Patriots offense hasn't done much. Baltimore, you choked. Bad game. Patriots, you barely won. I think I didn't really know what happened about the Patriots Steelers game. I barely watched it. I didn't really hear much about it, but the Patriots got it done by winning 17-14. But it was a pretty boring game. I think it was the defense that did all the work. But honestly, with this game, I think it's gonna be a not. I think it's gonna be a few score game. It's not gonna be a blowout, but I think it's gonna be like maybe over 2 touchdown game or whatever. Maybe just 12 points. I have the Ravens winning 29-17 in this one. I think Matt Jones is gonna struggle against the defense. I think the Ravens defense is gonna shine, and Lamar will make plays to Devin Duvernay or Rashad Bateman or Mark Andrews. But I think the Ravens will get it done here in Foxborough to ruin the Patriots' home opener. The Ravens will win this game 29-17. Next game we have is the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The Jets, good job. You guys are now 1-1 and are coming off a huge win against the Browns. Bengals, you guys are in huge trouble if you guys lose this game. Honestly, you guys don't want to be 0-3. You guys need to wake up and find a way to win. Like, right now. Because you guys are going to not make the playoffs if you keep messing up like this. I think the Bengals will get it done. I think the Bengals are going to blow out the Jets. I think the Bengals are finally going to wake up from the hangover and now show their potential on the quest to get back to that Super Bowl ring. I think the Bengals are going to win this one 37-13 in New York. Next game we have is the Chiefs versus the Colts. This is not going to be a very fun game for Matt Ryan, I don't think. It's going to be a close one. It's going to, the Chiefs defense might struggle a bit, and so will the Colts defense. Both offenses are going to show a bit. They're kind of good on offense. But I think they're going to feed the ball to Jonathan Taylor on the Colts side. Matt Ryan might throw one passing touchdown, and Patrick Mahomes is going to do his casual thing, obviously. We know that. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game, though, with their offense. I think the Chiefs will win this game 33-28 in Indianapolis. Next game is probably the game of the week. The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, man. What a story for Tua Tagovailoa, man, against the Baltimore Ravens. 6 touchdown passes, and Josh Allen just does himself, man. This is going to be a fun matchup. Honestly, I don't know who to go with in this one. But honestly, in my opinion, I think this is going to be the upset of the week with the Dolphins upsetting the Bills in this one. Honestly, I think Tua's going to go off. Who knows, man? It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be an offensive battle between these two teams. And I think the Dolphins will just get it done enough. The final score will be 37-31 Dolphins in this one. I think they'll split the series, and the Dolphins will remain unbeaten. Next game we have is the Chargers and the Jaguars. No. We're gonna go Texans Bears next, and then we're gonna go back to the late window. Okay, Texans Bears, boring game. You can like probably watch if you're a fan of those two teams. But I think the Bears will get it done. I think it's gonna be a boring game. I think your score will be 9-19 Bears. Next game we have is the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a close game between these two teams. I think both offenses are going to do pretty solid. The defense might struggle a bit on both sides, but I think it's going to be a close game for these two teams. I think the Lions will fall short, and the Vikings will get the win to advance to 2-1. I think the Vikings will win 27-23 in this one. And Vikings go to 2-1, while the Lions will fall to 1-2. Eagles Commanders. That's going to be an interesting matchup between these two offenses. This is Carson Wentz's revenge game against the Eagles, and we'll see what happens in this one. But I think the Eagles offense is going to get it done, and it's going to be a close game. But I think the Eagles will get it done in this one. I think the Eagles will win 31-26. Next matchup we have is the Saints and the Panthers. I have the Panthers winning this one 27-16. I think we'll finally wake up. I hope I'm right, but I think we'll finally get a win in this one. It's been a rough start. I'm hoping that we get the dub, and just hoping for the best for Baker Mayfield and the defense, because I think we'll win. Jameis Winston's not playing too good with the back issue, but I don't know what's going to happen. If we start 0-3, we're in huge trouble, and that rule has to go. But I think that we will get our first win of the season. We'll win 27-16. Next matchup is the Jaguars and the Chargers. So, I think that okay, so this could go either way here. It's going to be based off if Herbert plays or not. If Herbert does not play, the Jaguars are going to upset the Chargers in this one. The score will be 24-22 if Justin Herbert does not play. But if Justin Herbert does play, I think the Chargers will win this one 45-24. But I'm gonna go with Herbert playing. I think he will play. If he does not play, I'm going with the Jaguars. But I'm going with the Chargers if Herbert does play. If Herbert plays, I think the Chargers will win 45-24. But if Justin Herbert does not play, I have the Jaguars winning 24-22 in this one. Falcons Seahawks. I think it's going to be a close game between those two teams. It's going to be a boring game. I don't want to watch this game, but I think the Falcons will find a way to get their first win of the season. Your score will be 23-15. Rams Cardinals. Here's an upset. I'm going with the Cardinals in this one. 28-24. I think the Rams are going to have some issues on offense a bit with Matthew Stafford throwing interceptions like usual. Who knows, man? I think the Cardinals are going to find a way to get it done, and they'll be 2-1, while the Rams fall to 1-2. There's still time in the season, but the Rams got to step it up, man. Honestly, they almost choked against the Falcons. I think they're going to blow it against Arizona because they're not that capable of a team right now. But they're going to find a way to wake up soon. But I think the Cardinals will get it done here, 28-24. Next matchup is the Buccaneers versus the Packers. I think Tom Brady's offense is finally going to wake up and demolish the Green Bay Packers. You know about this. Last time that Tom Brady was playing the Packers in Tampa Bay, they got blown out. Tom Brady blew them out. I think it'll happen again. I think this one's going to be a Buccaneers win. I think the score will be 35-17. Now, for Sunday Night Football, it is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Denver Broncos. Broncos, step it up! You guys need to step it up right now. You know why? Your coaching staff is terrible. What was that game like last week? You guys barely won against the Texans. Is that how you're going to play? No, you can't play like that, dude. You guys are high expectations, and you guys are already might have to fire Nathaniel Hackett after this season. Dude, he looks like the next Matt Rule. I don't know, but you guys need to wake up and find a way to fix your coaching. You guys gotta wake up. But I think the 49ers are going to get it done here. I think the coaching staff's going to have issues, but who knows, man. I had San Francisco winning 31-19 in a boring game. I think Niners are going to score points, and Denver's going to have issues. But Broncos will wake it up, I hope, but 49ers will win 31-10 or 19. And the Monday Night Football game is the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. No Dak Prescott that week. I think the Giants are going to win this one and surprisingly go to 3-1. My score prediction is 24-17 in a boring game, but I think the Giants defense might make some plays if Kayvon Thibodeau plays. And I think the Giants are going to get it done with Barkley, hopefully. And Cowboys, you guys got to wake up. Good win against Cincinnati. That's your score predictions here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in week 4. NFL predictions. These would be the standings. Your unbeaten teams I predict to be remaining will be the Eagles, Buccaneers, Giants, and then for the AFC side, it's Dolphins and the Chiefs. And if this does indeed happen, your winless teams remaining would be all from the AFC South. It would be the Texans, Colts, and Titans. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.